Hi, everybody. This is head coach and CEO of Maximum Acceleration, Eric Janesco. And I got to tell you guys, I just wanted to send you this quick message because I am so excited. I just made it out here to Atlantic City, had a chance to check out the amazing venue for the Ultimate Mortgage Expo here in Atlantic City. That's going to be going on June 9th through the 11th, starting tomorrow. I just want to give you a couple of quick things that's going to help you guys get the most out of today's program. So I wanted you to watch this quick video and take into consideration some of these thoughts or ideas that might actually help you get a little more use out of this conference and be able to apply it when you actually get back home. So I'm going to walk you through a process of doing things a little bit differently than you may have done them in the past at previous conferences that will hopefully help you get a better result. You know, we often find ourselves going to conferences like this. We get excited. We get a lot of great ideas because there's a ton of information presented to us in a very condensed period of time, right? And yet we get back to our desk and this is what it looks like. You know, we've got 1 million emails, 1,000 phone calls to returns, a stack of paperwork that we've got to sift through. And, you know, we put those notes and all those ideas on a shelf, and maybe 6 months later we dust them off and realize we may have only gotten a handful of them done. So what we'd like to do is help you change that as you go through this program. You see, we've developed over the years a strategic growth model based on the pyramid of a complete loan officer, and it focuses on the essential areas of growth in any individual production practice or branch or company. And there's several different layers of focus, the most important of which that have the biggest impact on operational growth are usually selling, presentation, marketing, and operational systems. Of course, you also have to deal with the compliance knowledge that has to be required and all of the other stuff that has to go along with building an effective and productive team that will help you take your business to the next level. So what we've done is we've simplified down to the 4 core strategies that usually have the biggest impact on production. And that being the volume of loans that you produce and close on a monthly basis, or that your organization, if you're a manager, produce and close on a monthly basis. So there's sales, marketing, operations, workflow, or personal productivity. Between one of those 4 areas is usually about 80% of the solutions that we find and spend our time implementing with our coaching clients. So as you go through this conference, what I want you to do is take notes with those 4 core competencies in mind. When you hear a great tip or idea that falls into one of those 4 strategies, make note of that best idea, star it or circle it, and then put a notation in the sidebar of this notes worksheet that we're going to give you of which category it fits into. Then as you go throughout the course of the event, you're going to, having categorized those notes, you'll have a quicker sense of where you want to go and what you want to do differently over the coming couple of months. Then at the end of each session, you want to take a quick debrief. Before you leave your chair, before you head out in the hall to get a drink or use the facilities, you want to take a few seconds and do a quick debrief of that program, that speaker. So before you get up for break, take 30 seconds, decide what out of the ideas that you've notated are the best 3 ideas you heard from that session. Drill those down, and then at the end of the day, you're going to do a daily debrief, which is to pull out the best 3 ideas from that day that you'd like to see implemented. And then as you work on those ideas, you now have an action list of things that you want to drill down on. So here's what I want you to do. Before you get here, if at all possible, or if you need to, put it on a thumb drive and take it to the business office at the hotel, because you get this much value out of it. Go ahead and print off 12 or 15 copies of these notes pages. Take notes using these forms and circle or categorize. Make sure you make note of the key ideas that you'd like to implement and filter down at the end of each session by doing that quick debrief of what are the top 3 ideas, and then at the end of the day, what were the top 3 ideas from that day. And then, of course, if you have any questions, we're going to be around to help. Just come by the Maximum Acceleration booth and ask myself or one of the coaches that are going to be here on site. We'll be happy to work with you on helping you drill down and get a little more value out of the ideas that you're picking up from the conference. So, a couple of great programs. And I'm not saying our programs are the only. I mean, there's so many choices there. So the next thing I want to challenge you to do is I want you to make some choices ahead of time. Look at the agenda online. Look at the programs that are available. Think through which are really going to be most impactful to your business based on the challenges you're most struggling with right now and what you need the most help with in your business getting it to the next level. Now, of course, our programs I'm very excited about. We've worked very hard to put a great agenda together in conjunction with the sponsors the program. We brought in some great speakers for you guys, and our coaching team are going to be sharing with you some solid concepts and ideas. But ours are not the only sessions out there. There are some other great sessions on the program. For example, Mark Madsen with Best Rate Referrals is going to be talking about how to effectively generate internet leads through social media and site optimization and some of those kind of things that you can do organically to radically increase your lead volume with those kind of things. My friends at Got Appraisals are going to be sharing a great session on a new tool that they're launching that we've been working with them a little bit on the backside that's really going to help you as an originator work better with business development partners such as realtors or whatever and get a more accurate understanding of property values ahead of going ahead and getting into contract or launching a deal or listing a property, which are really going to be an asset or resource to you in helping you power up your purchase business. I'm also very proud to introduce you to, for the first time, Infusionsoft, which is a resource you're going to want to check out a little bit more here at the program, even if you can't attend the program live. Thomas Blackwell with Infusionsoft and I are going to be doing a program on powering up your purchase promotions with partner Infusionsoft. Of course, it's not, we're going to be focusing on 5 key ways that you can create radical growth in your purchase pipeline through better partnerships and leveraging resource tools and technology. So here's what we do at the event. Once you're here, review the program, take your notes, make your session choices, do your debrief at the end of each session, do your debrief at the end of each day, and make some decisions on what are the top 3 to 5 things that you're going to implement at the end of the event. I'd also encourage you to go back through and watch this video one last time after you get home from the event to remind you what you're supposed to do with these notes. Of course, if there's anything that my friends Greg Frost, Renee Rodriguez, the other guest speakers we brought in, or myself or the coaches that are going to be here on hand can do to help you get more out of the conference, don't hesitate to ask. That's what we're here for, to make a difference and help you grow your business to maximum levels in minimum time. We hope you're having a great conference, and we look forward to meeting all of you. Make it a great day, everybody.